Okay, so you're going through a little bit of a problem here, a little bit of a crisis, it seems. You've got some unresolved conflicts that you're going through. There might be a feeling of despair and helplessness going here, and there are some unexpected obstacles and delays. So, you're going through a situation where the energies are very, very unstable, really. You've needed to spend a lot more time with your significant other, and you've got a sense of hopelessness coming in. So something's happened, that's made you feel a bit upset about things that are going on. It seems like you get along pretty well with this person. There's a marriage of minds over here. And maybe the whole issue is that there might be an engagement coming in. So even though you're feeling a bit restless or helpless or feeling a bit hopeless, it seems like, you are very, very, you will resolve this problem. And, you do get along pretty well with this person, and there might be a proposal or some kind of engagement coming along for you. Okay, so you've got the Chariot over here, and it seems like, you are in a very established relationship. It seems like that person that you're with, they are taking charge. It seems you've been in this relationship for a long time. Maybe you're feeling a bit left out from the whole management position because you seem to be taking a little bit of a back seat in the whole thing. But you're definitely moving forward, and you're moving forward maybe slowly, but maybe but you're quite established, and there's a lot of abundance. There's a lot of growth within that relationship, and they are somebody that you can rely on quite a bit because they work pretty hard, and there's a lot of love and happiness. You can see there's a lot of abundance. All these what are they, bulls or cows, have all this fruit in their horns over here, fruit and flowers. So it's a quite an established relationship, and it seems to be, a reasonably happy relationship. You all have found each of you have found your place in that relationship, and this is how you are continuing with it. Now, it seems like, you have a very strong sexual relationship as well in this relationship. You're get along pretty well on a sexual level, so there's no problem over there. But you might be feeling a bit restless because you might be feeling a bit caged. And even though you are having, you communicate pretty well together. And again, this person's taking the lead. They look after you, it seems. They do make the decisions, it seems. You are feeling a bit restless because there's this cage with this bird in it, and they've got all these free birds over here, and you seem to be reviewing your status within this relationship, wondering whether or not you should stay in it. So it seems like you are feeling a bit tied up or feel a bit restricted within the relationship. Maybe this person takes too much of control, and maybe you're not happy with that, and that is making you feel a bit restricted or a bit tied up. Now, in the past, you've got the Seven of Rods over here. So it seems like you might have your eye on somebody else. Maybe you're very sexually attracted to somebody else. You've got this man with all these walking sticks over here. Seven of Rods. It's about, being attracted to somebody else. You have got this established relationship, but it seems like, maybe somebody else has caught your attention, or somebody else that you're, fancying quite a bit. Now, you've got the Ace of, here it goes this way. You've got the Ace of Rods over here. So some kind of truth or some kind of revelation has come in to you. You're letting go of past issues that you had. Maybe there were things that you had, you had to deal with in the past, and you've cut them out of your life. And you've got this new idea or this new desire to do something. This new truth has come into your mind. So you've got, you've changed your perspective on things. And maybe this is the reason why you're starting to question whether or not you're feeling trapped within this relationship. Because you've got this Ace of Swords. So you're taking charge again. Maybe you do feel like this person is too much in control here. And you want your power back, it seems. So you've been communicating quite a bit about this, and maybe this has stirred up some problems. So what's on your mind? You've got the Four of Coins over here. It seems like you might want your independence, or you want to do something by yourself, and maybe let go of this relationship. Maybe you have a different path that you want to follow with this Four of Coins. Maybe you want to establish your financial independence. Maybe you feel that you've been too dependent on this person, and you want to move on to something where you are, more by yourself, where you are, more, You're a lot more noticed by the world for whatever you're doing, so your independence. And maybe this is where what's coming into question. Maybe you feel like this relationship has gotten old, because you can see there's a lot of old buildings around here. So you might be feeling that this relationship is maybe not going anywhere. Maybe it's not. It's become too traditional, and you want to move on to something new, where you have a lot more. Where a lot more people are seeing you, you're more in the public eye, than having to sit in the shadow of the person that you're with. So you want to establish your independence, it seems. Now things are very much at a standstill. You've got the Hanged Man over here. And you can see that this person is very tied up. There's a lot of locks and chains. And maybe this is how you're feeling within this relationship. That you're very tied up, that you're very restricted, and you can't seem to make a move. So what's going on with you? There might be somebody that is admiring you, or you are admiring somebody else. There's this Temperance card over here, so try to find that balance. But it also seems like, you might be interested in somebody else at this particular moment. Somebody who's very flattering, somebody who, you can see she's pouring this drink, but it's toppling over the side of the cup over here. So somebody that's upsetting your balance a little bit, that's making you, you're very excited about, or, they bring a different kind of perspective to your life, and make you feel, sexier, or make you feel, much more alive than the relationship that you are. It's something new and something that is exciting to you. And you're starting to review your relationship as well. So this woman's looking at in the mirror at the relationship. So you're reviewing this relationship and maybe deciding that this is not what you want. This is something, maybe it's too established. Maybe this person is too much in control of your life, and maybe you want your freedom. You want the freedom to be able to be independent. So you are really questioning that at the moment. So feeling very restricted, very tied up, and it seems, you are reviewing this relationship. And it looks like you want to get out there and go out a lot more, and have more of a good time, more of a party attitude going on, more freedom to do whatever you want. And it looks like you want to meet more people. Maybe this relationship has kept you very isolated from the rest of the world. And this is why you want to be independent of this person, because you don't want to be controlled anymore, or you want that freedom to do what you want. And it looks like with the 7 of Cups over here, you do want more options in your life. You want to meet more people, and you want to socialize a lot more. So going into the future, you've got the Queen of Rods, the Hierophant, and you've got 3 of Rods over here. So it looks like, you want your independence with this Queen of Rods. She's a person who is independent. She does what she likes. She's been through everything. She knows exactly what's coming on, and she's very proactive. So it seems like that's where you want to be. You want to be in that kind of position, and it looks like that's coming on. You might abandon this relationship in pursuit of just, being yourself, being independent, and, establishing your own power. It looks like there's something, you're going to be considering whether or not you want to go down that traditional route of marriage, or you want to do something different. With Hierophant is usually about breaking traditions. So, you don't, maybe you're not maybe you don't want to get married. Maybe you want that freedom to be able to do what you want, and you want that independence to do what you want. So it looks like you are questioning, your traditional beliefs. The Hierophant also talks about, getting in contact with groups of people who are like-minded, maybe internet dating, or going over the internet and doing research about this relationship. But it looks like, you are now questioning all these traditional beliefs, or questioning whether or not you want to go down that traditional route, and maybe it's not something that you want to do. It looks like you do want your freedom. The Queen of Rods is very free. She does, she's got that fire sign, fire energy about her, and she does what she wants. And it looks like you do want to go out and socialize a lot more. There's a lot more offers. Maybe there are a lot more people that are interested in you, and it looks like you're going to break with tradition and go out there and get and socialize a lot more. With this 3 of Rods. So it looks like maybe you want to abandon this relationship and get more freedom. And there will be a lot of options coming in. It seems like you're a very popular person as well. So maybe this relationship was something that was too restricting for you, and now you're deciding that you want to move on. Okay, so I'm just going to draw some cards from the Power Tarot, and then we'll see. So you've got the Ace of Michael over here, which says a wonderful new idea, and clear up communication problems with others. So you need to say what you want to do. You need to communicate very clearly about what your expectations are about life, and in order for you to move forward. You've got the Ace of Swords over here. It seems like you have started doing that with that. And the Ace of Michael is about the Ace of Swords. So you are talking about what you want a lot more. And also, with the Ace of Swords, it's about cutting away restrictions. So it seems like you are trying to cut yourself free from this relationship as well. You are feeling very, very restricted. And with the Ace of Michael, it looks like you are going to be cutting yourself out of this relationship. With the Eight of Michael, you can be free and make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. So it looks like you want to really open out those gates and walk out. So it seems like you're going to cut yourself out of this relationship, or free yourself from this relationship, and walk away from it with this Eight of Michael. And with the Nine of Gabriel, it says, stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. So it looks like, you do want your freedom. With the Nine of Gabriel, it's about freedom from any kind of burdens and restrictions, and moving on to something that provides you with that energy or that freedom that you want. And, maybe meeting a lot more people as well, communicating with a lot more people. So it looks like this relationship that you are in is something that you're not happy with. You are feeling very, very restricted, and it seems like you're going to make a decision to move on. So that you can, socialize a lot more, meet a lot more people, maybe do a lot more travel. With this Nine of Gabriel, it might be, involving moving on and doing a lot more traveling and meeting a lot more people, because it seems like, you feel like you're getting nowhere with it, and it's far too restricting, and you're making too much of a sacrifice that is not paying off in the end.